Before I get to my act, I live in Valencia, and if you don't know Valencia, it's Spanish for Magic Mountain. That's where I live. Nobody ever knows Valencia until I say that. They always know it's somewhere near LA. Hey, where is that? Oh, Magic Mountain, of course. And I drove down here. I actually left early Monday morning. Stopped twice, got a little sleep. And I get off at Rosecrans, and I pass what I believe is the worst neighborhood in all of Los Angeles. You've probably seen it. I get off at Rosecrans at 4:05, and it's right there. I'll zoom in here on Google Maps, because I actually have it. It's right there, and it is right there. It is ISIS Avenue. Have you seen this? I feel so bad for the people on this street. For years, it was just kind of as a name, ISIS Avenue. All of a sudden, oh my God, what's going on? Our home values just plummeted. That's gotta suck. And my second thought is I want to call the CIA. I think I found them. They're in Torrance. Right near the Bed Bath & Beyond. I think Kevin O'Brien might be their leader. I'm just kidding. Kevin O'Brien is not their leader. No, it's not. With a name like Kevin O'Brien, who could it be? And by the way, right near ISIS is the worst corner in all of LA. It's right there. I'll zoom in again. It's right there. It's the corner of Taliban and ISIS. That is a bad neighborhood. I might have made that up. Maybe. I didn't make up ISIS Avenue, but that I made up. There's no Taliban. Don't go looking for Taliban Avenue, okay? Hey there, and thanks again for joining us at Comedy in Place, the comedy show that comes to you from my office, sheltered in place in my home in Southern California. I am Don McMillan. I hope this video finds you well. It is episode number 33, and this one is a good for the heart episode. Today, I'd like to try to find homes for these orphan jokes. These are jokes that I've written in the last couple of weeks, and they don't belong anywhere in my act. They don't fit anywhere else, so I would like you to adopt one of these jokes. Let me know if these jokes are funny, because I don't know if they are. So if you think any of these jokes coming up in this section are funny, email me. Send me an email and tell me. And by the way, my email is don@technicallyfunny.com, don@technicallyfunny.com. Email and say, hey, I really like the healthcare joke, or I really like the Starbucks joke, and I'll find a place for those jokes in my act if I hear from enough of you. So please give these jokes a home. That opening clip, by the way, it filmed in front of a live studio audience, so I'm pretty sure that's funny. And then later on in the show, I always try to end with a live show in front of a real audience who are laughing, so I'm pretty sure they're funny. I can't hear you laugh at these, so that's why I'm asking you if these jokes are funny. So please, it's Adopt a Joke Sunday. Let me know if these jokes are worth adopting. The first one, here we go. So during this whole coronavirus thing, here at the McMillans, we've had to cut back a lot, tighten our belts financially. We have to lose a lot of generic products, and my son loves Dr. Pepper. Loves Dr. Pepper. And I said, no, sir. No more Dr. Pepper. No. From now on, it's Nurse Practitioner Pepper. Yeah. Nurse Practitioner Pepper. 1/3 of the education of Dr. Pepper. Much more affordable. Nurse Practitioner Pepper. That's how these bit works. Come on, that's a funny joke. Adopt that joke. Why don't you? Okay, joke number 2. So, I love Starbucks. I do. I love Starbucks. I went to a Starbucks once. I was traveling. I was in Rome, Italy. And I went to a Starbucks in Rome. And turns out their sizes there are small, medium, and large. Yeah, small, medium, and large. Because here we have, tall, grande, venti, which I never understood. So there they have to have the opposite. It's a little switch. So, all right, let's keep going. So they always say, laughter is the best medicine, right? Laughter is the best medicine. If that's true, shouldn't it be covered by your health care? And seriously, shouldn't your insurance companies pay for your laughter? In fact, right now, try this for me. Send me some money, then bill your healthcare provider, and maybe they'll pay you back. How about that? Come on. It's the best medicine. Come on. It's a level 1 drug. Come on. No. Speaking of healthcare, I recently tried to buy some healthcare through Blue Cross Blue Shield, and they rejected me for a pre-existing condition. Yeah, it was a pre-existing condition. Yeah. I couldn't afford it. Yeah. That's the definition of a pre-existing condition. Yeah. All right, a couple more. Hang in there. So my whole life, I've used sugar substitutes my whole life. I have. I try to watch my health, but 40 years I've used them all. Equal, Splenda, Sweet and Low, Stevia now. I've used them all, and I've been pretty healthy. But I went to the doctor a couple weeks ago, and it turns out I've come down with type 2 diabetes substitute. See, instead of type 2 diabetes, I have type 2 diabetes substitute from the... You shouldn't have to explain your jokes. It's not a good sign when you explain your jokes. Okay, one more, and then we'll get to a live audience who told me these jokes are funny. The jokes that I told them are funny. All right, the last one. So I get to do a lot of benefits. Yeah, it's part of being a comedian. It's one of the ways we give back. We perform, help them to raise money, and I love doing them. I do. And recently I did one to raise money for the blind, and I thought it was interesting at the event. A lot of ways to raise money. They had a silent auction to raise money for the blind. A silent auction to raise money for the blind. It was kind of weird because several people were bidding, but nobody saw them. Silent auction, blind, okay. One of those jokes, come on, adopt one of those jokes. Send me an email, don@technicallyfunny.com. Tell me which joke I should find a home for, and I will. In the meantime, there's more live comedy coming up in front of an audience who told me it was funny, so I trusted them. I think these bits are funny. In the meantime, I hope you're doing well. Keep laughing. Stick around. Here comes your video.
Here's one thing. Before I go any further, do we have any groups here tonight? We've had a bunch of groups here this week. A lot of companies come out to see them. Any groups Saturday? Probably not. No. What? Oh, a group? Just friends or a company? Just friends? Do you have a leader? Have you appointed a leader yet? In case we're stranded here for several months, have to eat somebody. Do you have somebody who's going to pick who we eat? Do you have one? I've got to give you a little time there. Have you voted? Do you need to have a series of debates? Who's your leader? Sherry! Hi, Sherry. So these are all friends? You just gathered friends? Friends and coworkers. Oh, they couldn't possibly be your friends. They're coworkers. I've classified you as a coworker. You are not my friend, just so you know that. Here are the rules for coworkers. Where do you work at? The questions are going to get harder from here. Here, let me help you. You're walking up to work in the morning, you're about to put your badge in the door. Look up, what's the sign say? What is it? Lockheed Martin. Very well. Have another drink. Design a plane. Actually, I did it too. I was a chip designer, the funniest of all the engineers. We designed a chip for Lockheed many years ago, and it did not crash, so I do. Well, welcome, and where'd you go to school, Sherry? UNR, University of Reno, right? Yes. Where the coolest thing, because gambling is legal in Nevada, you can take 18 credits, double down, and get your degree in 2 months. Quite amazing.